Welcome back to the channel. We are officially in the chaos zone of the college basketball season. January is where the pretenders get exposed and the future NBA stars start to separate themselves from the pack. Today we're doing a deep dive into the 2026 big board. I've got 5 prospects who are absolutely skyrocketing up draft boards after massive performances, and 3 former lottery locks that are starting to see their stock slide in a major way. If you're a fan of a team tanking for a top pick, you need to pay attention to these names. Let's get into the risers. If you want to see a player transform his draft stock in a single night, look at Kingston Flemings against Texas Tech. He dropped a historic 42 points, showing a level of high shot making and poise we haven't seen from a Houston freshman in decades. Kingston isn't just a fast guard anymore. He's proving he can be a high-volume offensive engine in the most physical conference in the country. His ability to navigate ball screens and find his mid-range spots is elite, and NBA scouts are officially moving him from the intriguing category straight into the top 5 conversation. He's the head of the snake for a title contending team, and his stock has never been higher. Brayden Burries is making the one-and-done conversation look easy right now. After a slightly inconsistent start, he has settled into his own role at Arizona as a physical two-way force. He's a 6'4" guard who plays with the strength of a wing, bullying smaller defenders to get to his spots in the mid-range. Scouts love his pro-ready frame and the fact that he doesn't shy away from the big moments. He's currently shooting the ball with much more confidence from deep, and if that three-point percentage stays up, he's a lock for the mid to late lottery. He brings a level of toughness that every NBA backcourt is looking for. Tyler Tanner is the sleeper that isn't a sleeper anymore. Vandy has been a surprise team this year, and Tanner is the primary reason. He's a lightning-quick lead guard who has shown he can score at all 3 levels while maintaining elite playmaking splits. His performance in January has highlighted a shift in his game. He's becoming more of a floor general without losing his aggressive scoring edge. In a draft that is looking for a reliable, high IQ point guards, Tanner is checking every single box. He's vaulting from a second round maybe to a potential first round priority with every game he plays. You cannot ignore a guy who drops 46 points and 9 threes in a single game. Keaton Wagler's historic performance against Purdue wasn't just a fluke. It was a loud statement to the scouting world. He's arguably the best pure shooter in this entire class, but what's rising his stock is his improved playmaking off the bounce. At 6'6", he has the size to play multiple positions and the gravity to break a defense just by standing on the wing. Teams looking for the next great floor spacer are starting to view Wagler as a top 20 talent. If he continues this hot streak, don't be surprised if he flirts with the lottery. Haugh is the definition of a stock-up player right now. At 6'9", he's the modern NBA archetype, a mobile, high-energy forward who can protect the rim and stretch the floor. He's been a massive part of Florida's success lately, showing off a much-improved lateral quickness that allows him to switch onto guards on the perimeter. NBA teams are obsessed with connected players, and Haugh's ability to impact the game without needing 20 shots is exactly what GMs value. He's moved comfortably into the top 15 on several big boards this month, because his floor as a pro is just so high. On the other side of the coin, we have Ament. He entered the year as a consensus top 5 pick, but the transition to the physical SEC has been a struggle. He's currently shooting under 30% from 3, and scouts are starting to worry about his lack of elite burst when trying to create separation. The frame is still incredibly intriguing at 6'10", but he's getting pushed off his spots and struggling to finish through contact. He hasn't fallen out of the lottery yet because the upside is still there, but the safety of picking Ament in the top 5 has completely vanished. He needs a big February to stop the bleeding. For Jayden Quaintance, this isn't about talent. It's about availability and rhythm. He's been sidelined with reoccurring swelling in his surgically repaired knee, and it's creating a lot of anxiety for NBA front offices. He's only appeared in a handful of games this year, and when he did play, he looked a step slow compared to his usual explosive self. The shutdown rumors are swirling, and if he doesn't get back on the floor soon, GMs might be too scared to take him in the lottery. He's one of the most athletic bigs we've seen in years, but the best ability is availability. And right now, his stock is in a holding pattern. Dame Sarr is in a tough spot at Duke. He's arguably their best perimeter defender, but he's essentially been frozen out of the offense while the Bouger twins dominate the touches. Averaging around 6 points per game is making it hard for him to justify a first-round selection right now. He looks hesitant when he does get the ball, and the aggressive international scorer we saw in Spain hasn't shown up in Durham yet. There's a very real chance he decides to head back to school or return to Europe to rebuild his value. Unless Duke changes their offensive hierarchy, Sarr's draft stock is going to continue to slide towards the second round. The board is shifting every single day, and that's what makes this 2026 class so fascinating. We've got guys like Kingston Flemings playing their way into millions of dollars, while established stars are fighting to keep their spots. I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Who do you think is the real number one in this class? Is it still Peterson, or has AJ Bonsa taken the lead? Smash the like button if you enjoyed the breakdown, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next mock draft. Appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next one.